Hello everybody. Hi Dad. Welcome back to my crafting room. My newly remodeled, still kind of a mess on that side, but looking a lot better on the wall with the new cabinets and shelves, and I've got my nice printed pictures, framed pictures, and up on the top shelf way up there. Where's my finger? Where am I going? Up there on the shelf. Some of my mini albums that I have in the Etsy shop. I just put this one in the Etsy shop, so I'm going to share with you today. So let's move the camera. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to try not to turn it off at the same time. Hang on. And that might work right there, I think. Okay, now I got to work on the zoom. Hang on. This should be a little bit easier. Really, it should. Okay, let's just move into the frame now. So, where's my paper? Here I have my first junk journal, and 8.5 by 5 3/4, and it barely has a spine. Maybe after you do this, it's about a 1/2 inch maybe. First chance that I got to use my new sewing machine, Christmas present, was working on this journal, so I think I have to move this out just a little bit. So I've got some fabric from the Wish app to do the front and back cover, and we did some stitching all along the edges and put some lace on from Joann's, tea-stained it, put some lace on the front and stitched it in. I think we used a little bit of glue just to kind of hold the ruffle down just a little bit. Couple yeah, whatever these little things are. Got one in the front, one in the back, so I could put some tea stain crinkle ribbon from Tim Holtz. I think I've had that package for a long time and finally figured out what to do with it. So it's just in a knot on the back side, so whoever is a recipient, you know, they can change it out if they don't particularly like, you know, this kind of ribbon. A lot of sewing throughout the book. I'm not sure if I should hold it up, maybe we can see it better. A couple tags in a stitched pocket. Some safety pins throughout. Hang on, where am I? Where am I? There we go. Some safety pins with some beads throughout. I have one up here. I'm not sure what the name is for this kind of safety pin looking, it's kind of hard to see against the brown, but I'm not sure exactly what you call those. Large punch from Martha Stewart. Made a pocket here for, I have tags like crazy in this thing, so some place to write. A lot of the pages have places to write, places for pictures. Always got to have pictures. Yeah, I'm going to have to back this out just a little bit because this is bothering me. Okay, that's a little better. So, on this page here, this looks backwards to me. I'm looking in the viewfinder and it looks backwards. This page here is from the census. It was done in Connecticut in 1880. And it gives a list of the people and who they were to everyone. You know, wife, husband, that kind of thing, child. Where they're from, where their parents were from. And somewhere on this page is my family from 1880. And when I used to do Ancestry.com. So I have one in the front. And then I also have one in the back too. This is for covering up, you know, what you write on this page here. It's also a ship, trying to locate which ship my family sailed on when they came from one country to this country. So it kind of goes together, and then a little cover up. Plenty of place to write your general information on here if you wish. And I found this in a 2002 book. So maybe you can see this clip. I'm not sure what you call these old clips, but I've got a bunch of them laying around. Can't remember where I got them from. Some of my paper is from my stash from Scrapbook Diaries. I have a lot of nice old papers, old looking papers. Some of my blank pages, I did a little inking and then put the Tim Holtz tissue paper. Comes in a roll in a long skinny box. Did that. Some tea stain papers here and there. I sprayed my papers. I didn't soak them and lay them out flat or put them in the oven. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. I heard my honey. Thought maybe he needed something. He's not feeling so good, so. Okay. I should try not to go too slow. Don't want anybody falling asleep. Haha. Also have some paper in here from a, yeah. I should be doing this when my brain's working. From a pattern paper envelope. Yeah. Got some pattern paper in here too. And some of my papers that I put in here from my Tim Holtz paper pads. I've got a few large ones, small ones. Made some pockets, stitched a little bit of trim. I have a big bucket full of trim, so we stitched a little bit of that on. We have some flowers that we got from Michaels. The little flat back thingies. Yeah, those are from Prima. And a little something tucked in there, of course, from the Tim Holtz paper. I made a little pocket out of a piece of paper bag. My envelope punch board. I have to deal with people from other parts of the United States at work, and for the life of me, I can't remember the time zone. And we always seem to be ahead, you know, of course, everybody else. So I thought this might be cute to stick in a junk journal for someone else. Except this one's from 2005, 2006. Found a very old paper photocopied from the TV Guide. So I made a copy of it. And there's quite a few old movies on this paper. More paper again from the Scrapbook Diaries, and the paper from Leaves from Recollections. It had words on it. It was black and white, and I just sprayed it with a little Tattered Angels. A little bling in the middle. Lace from my stash. Just sewed it to the edge of two of the papers. Just didn't want to have too much lace going on. Did a couple stamping here and there on the pages. This one we sprinkled stuff on it, you know, and hit it with the heat gun. Yeah, embossing. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. Phone messages. Cover for whatever, you know, you want to write underneath it. Stamp from my stash. Have a very old cookbook. Just about the same size as my book. So we have something has to do with potatoes. Inked up some doily, tea stained some doilies, and sewed a piece of lace trim on top of it. And the same from Recollections. This die I got, wow, what a glare. I can see it, but it's probably not that much of a glare when you're watching the video. This die I got from the Wish app. Really nice. I think I used it in my my 5x7 It's a Girl mini album that I have in my my Etsy shop. I think I used the same one in that one. Got this die, just recently got this die from the Wish app. Boy, was this fun to try to punch out all the little bits. But I thought it would be a little bit bigger when I ordered it, but it's rather nice. I like it. Tag from the Tim Holtz collection, and I have a stamp that says no, so we stamped the back of it. Did a little stitching. I see people doing this on the video, so I thought, why not? Give it a shot. Came out rather nice. I like it. Good job, Tim. More pattern paper. Blank on the back side of this, and so I just inked it up a little bit and then put the pattern paper on top. Some regular white paper with lines on it for writing, journaling. Little beads hanging, sewed some lace trim to the top of it and into the paper. And more material that I got from the Wish app. These came in the 4x4 square. Really nice. I'm very pleased with the material. The two different kinds of material I got from them. I should show you the other lace. I gotta show you the other material I just got. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just got these. And these are just the sweetest things ever. They're like little fairies. I can't wait to do a journal with these ones. They are so cute. And they give you quite a few. Worth the money. Definitely worth the money. How cute are these, huh? Absolutely adorable. Okay. don't know why I had these stamps, 1-cent stamps, never used them, you know, just thrown in a desk, you know. Have lots of maps, yeah, the big giant Rand McNally. So I thought, why not? Let's put some maps in there too. So if you happen to be in Annapolis, there you go. Okay. Paper was just a little bit big, so I just kind of folded it and folded it so I could have a little tuck spot there. Don't tell my honey I took some of these. These are his. 2003. I'm not sure what he was planning on doing with it, but I knew what I would. So we put a bunch of these in the pile for making junk journals. And this kind of reminds me of a lot of people do this in the traveler's notebooks. That it says task completed, plan forward, task deleted. I do that in one of mine, but I can't think of the word for it. You know, where you have your index and yeah. And this is 2003, so apparently people had this idea for quite some time. And if I could copy this to my traveler's notebook, I would like mine set up like this. I really like this setup. So we have some blank paper that's just been inked with a little distress ink, a little square, just rubbed it across it. More papers from the Scrapbook Diaries. And stitched to cover. This is not tracing paper. People at work are going to think I'm odd. This is paper from the exam table. I was just sitting there waiting for everybody to go to lunch. Exam table. Yes, look at that paper. That's nice. Let me just have a little piece of it. Thank you. So, there you go. And nobody sat on it, so it's okay. It's a nice clean piece. And a little, I'm not sure where I got this. This is like a story starting from Mark Twain's story. I did a lot of cross stitch. I have got a bag full of cross stitching stuff. I've got the books. I've got the stuff for stitching the needles, and I came across the book and made a copy of this. I really like this. And then of course the embroidery. Yeah, so I just made a little pocket. So has some graph paper. Found a little stamp says deleted and no debit and credit. Stamped it. It got wet, so it kind of lost its lines a little bit, but it's still good for writing on. This might be Scrapbook Diary paper also. From Poland, from Sweden, you know, you're not going to find this stuff in Joann's, you know, and Michael's. You're not going to find these pages there. A couple more doilies. I have some fibers. Oh well, can't think of what it is. Can't remember what the fibers are. So folded it over a little die that I had. Cut it and stitch that in there. Got a butterfly on this one. Some twine, some words. I saw a lady do a video on how to do this. I ran and got my old dictionary, my old papers, got a tag from Recollections, and followed her and made some pockets. I love how this came out, and so I made a few of them so I can put them in my in my books. The backside, I used a gesso, the matte gesso on the back, and then I used the glossy on the front. I just wanted to see what the difference was really, between the two. So we used our tiny attacher. I mean tiny. It's the tiny tot. It's only so big stapler, Stapler, yes. We stapled some lace. I'm not sure who came up with the word tiny attacher, but really, oh my God. It's a stapler, people. Okay, some more exam table paper. And some more tags, some more trim. I think I got the $3 trim, in Joann's. Stitch some more material to make a pocket. Papers from the Scrapbook Diaries. I love this paper. It's so pretty. And paper from the really old dictionary. Made a pocket. This, I think I got from paper from a Walmart paper pack for head maps that I bought for another project. So I thought, because I do this in one of my other books, I write everything I need to buy when I go to Joann and Michael's. So, and I just keep adding paper on top of each other every time I have to go shopping. So, goodness, I push the button to turn this thing on and my camera moves. Okay. Well, I had to remove some movie so I could add some movie. Yeah. I don't have any chips to put in my, I don't have any of those little things to put in the camera. So, guess where I'm going to Walmart. Yeah, gotta get some more. So, these are the pages in the back that are the same as the pages in the front. A little more stamping and inking underneath the you see, I just said it earlier, now I forget now. Pattern paper. Pattern material. And some more lace sewn on. Made another corner with another notes. Music sheet with some Tim Holtz papers glued here and there. Martha Stewart die punch here. And some tea-stained lace. And some blank paper. And some more TV guide. More lined paper. I have a stamp in my stash. I think it's Prima. This is "And So the Adventure Begins." I have a junk drawer in my bureau. It's like real skinny. You can't put anything in it except rolls of border paper. I think I had this maybe along the ceiling in the living room or something. But, wow. I've had this for a long time, this roll. Oh, we have some more beads. And there's the other census from 1870. This one is New York. And my family is somewhere on this page too. And another Martha Stewart edge punch for a pocket on some more beads. And the back side. So there we have it. one signature cute little junk journal for my Etsy shop. Let's see. I wanted to show you these. Found these when I was in Michael's. The folks from Artsy. They have these cute little ephemera packs. Get some pretty useful bits and pieces to put in the junk journals. This one's for book pages. I think I used one of these in my pockets. This one I got from Tuesday Morning. Didn't plan on using it for, I guess, what they intended, but this might be a good junk journal for a sewing thing. That's the one thing I didn't do with this one, was I didn't have any kind of theme. I didn't have a lot of one thing or the other, really, to, so hopefully, I'll get a thumbs up, you know. Good job, Deb, for my very first one. From Prima. This was buried in my stash somewhere. Cute buttons. Pretty sure this was part of a box I got from Prima. You know, you pay so much money and you get so much stuff, you know. One of those don't know what's in it kind of thing, you know. So I think that's where I got this. Some of my doilies from Prima, from Recollections. Use that. I've been tea staining, adding to my collection of doilies, so I'll be ready to go for the next project. These little black safety pins. The name on it is Dritz. Never heard of this, probably got it at Joann's. I just got a bunch of gold colored ones. I think I'm going to either stain those or try to put some alcohol ink or something like that on it. Do something about the gold, but they're longer size, you know, so. That's some of our goodies that we've been collecting. And since my trip to the farmer's market, I've got a lot of old pages instead of pages, you know, like from Tim Holtz, you know, and beginning put a lot of book pages in there from the bookstore. Yeah, check out that video if you haven't seen it. It has some awesome goodies. So until my next video, which is going to be preview of the mixed media, gutted a little skinny book, and I think maybe I should have probably not covered it with canvas, you know, given that the spine is so skinny. It doesn't open and lay flat. It's more like a 90-degree. But pretty cool looking, huh? I think I'll just go with it on this video. Did a lot of rubbing some copper and gold color on. I've even got some stuff from Finnabar to make it look like it's all rusty. A bunch of sheen, and I raided my husband's garage. Got a bunch of stuff to put on here, and did some crackle on a few pieces. The paper is a 70-pound. It's a paper from one of my books for drawing. It's a 70-pound paper. So, one journal. It's going to go in the Etsy shop too. So, what do you think? Doing a pretty good job, am I? Thank you to everybody who has been subscribing since my last video. Everybody shows up in my email. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So until my next video, which is going to be project over here. Got to show you this one too. Oh, she's working on something else. Look at her. It's a 6x6. I've already started doing my hinges. But, yep, got me some more raining cats and dogs. I couldn't resist. Okay, she's a weird character, yeah. All right, see y'all later, guys. Have a crafty day.